Well, good evening, and sorry to be a little late tonight. I have some good news. I don't have a lot of news tonight, but I do want to share with you because it seems like we've not been anywhere lately. We've between Sunbelt Girl and myself, and perhaps even Steve, life has kind of taken over the thing we do here. But I'm trying to get back in the saddle, and I think everybody else is too. So tonight I was working with Chuck and Dersh because they are apparently getting very close to launching their own program, just Chuck and Dersh, on Tuesday nights. Now, whether that'll be tomorrow night, I don't know. But that possibility does exist. And if that's the case, we'll try to bring it here. I think they're going to start at 7:30, but we don't even know if we're going to do it tomorrow. But we'll you know, we're very much got our finger on the pulse of that, and I think you'll find that show very interesting, and I think a lot of other people will too. So I'm pretty excited about that, and so they're growing. Now I have 3 days off. 3, yes, count them: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and there's so much to do. I really don't know where to start. So tonight I'm going to make a list in no particular order. Some of the things on that list will not include my carpenter anytime this week. He's not available. He's doing some other jobs, which is fine because I'm not sure that I'm ready for him. But there's a lot of stuff that is already here that we haven't implemented. And quite frankly, the place is a, well, wreck. Now, here's what we have done. And this is really just housekeeping, folks, but it has to be done. And I'm looking around. I don't see anybody else to do it. So that would be me. We do have our 50-inch television on the wall. However, it's mounted on just a cheap Walmart, $10 bracket. It's flat against the wall. It's kind of, I've got a new bracket that will be arriving sometime tomorrow, probably in the evening, that will kind of swing that thing out about 18 inches. Now, I don't know if that'll make a big difference or not, but we're going to try that. If that doesn't work, I'm going to build a little shelf to bring it out, another 10 or so inches, and then attach the bracket to the outside of the shelf. So together that'll be 25 inches. That's a couple of feet. That'll make a big difference. And it, of course, folds right back up and collapses. Now, I don't have all my cameras rigged up. That's another thing. The closed circuit security cameras, I don't have those online right now. So I want to get those back online. Hopefully, I'll be able to use both laptops. I've got 4 monitors for the computer. I've got 2 monitors for the video switcher. One is the preview. I'm sorry, I do that all the time. One's the preview and one is the final output. We're really not using that video switcher right now, but we will be using it in the future. The desk consists of some 1x10s that are just screwed down atop of the desk that I had custom made. It wasn't wide enough. It was 48 inches. It looks like we're going to, that's 4 feet, folks. Looks like we're going to have to go 6 feet to accommodate all the, well, stuff. Some of the stuff that I'm trying to accommodate, well, I've got like I said, I got 3 monitors at the level of the camera right there. You can't see them, obviously, because they're out of view. Then below that is 2 more monitors to the switcher. Then over to the sides, I've got 2 tablet laptops, touch screen type laptops, so I can use those to control. I'm also tinkering with the idea for our hosts to use this as the remote control to play the videos. That's an idea. Might play with that. I've also got to get some power strips arranged. I do have the wires off the floor. Got that done either last night or the night before. It's hard to remember. I've got some really nice ornate cabinet handles, and I've simply turned them at a 45-degree angle, and I got a bunch of them lined up across the wall, and use that to pass the wires through. It really looks kind of very, really looks real man cave, which is appropriate. But no more wires going across. I did get my 50-foot HDMI cable. Now, I was a little concerned whether or not 50 feet would do it. So it is doing it. and it works fine. I've also got the audio cable because the monitor is in fact a television. I actually watched a movie last night, so I have the audio from the television rigged up to the video switcher, which is also an audio soundboard. So I can play these movies booming, you know, and it was really kind of fun last night. I shouldn't have stayed up as late as I did, but you know how that goes. So I'm going to spend some time reconfiguring the studio. I'm also going to probably go down to the grocery store and find out what kind of meat's on sale and cook up, you know, fire up the smoker and let the smoker be doing its thing while we do that. I've also, I'm going to have to scour the internet. One of the problems I've got with power strips is they don't bolt to anything. They're just kind of, you know, they just kind of plug in. They just kind of lay there. And that's not the way we do things here. But I remember I took apart a hutch one time, and I found this power strip was part of it. Now this one only has 2 outlets, but the key feature here is that it's got little tabs on it that you can bolt this thing to the desk, you know, and it's sturdy, it's firm, rigid, you know, like, you know. Amazon just doesn't have it. Right before I came on the air, I was looking through 20 pages of Amazon trying to find a product like that. They don't. They all got these little holes in the back, and somehow you're supposed to get the screws just, no. Been there, done that, don't like it, no. So I've also got to expand my USB bus. I had bought a USB expansion to accommodate all the USB stuff that's going on around here. The video from the switcher is literally USB over to the main computer. The streaming anyway. Well, it turns out that my computer is actually USB 2.0. And adding a 3.0 expansion card does not make a 3.0 USB. You know, it's still 2.0 no matter what you hang out there. So I've got to find a USB expansion card that actually is called a host controller. It's not really just an expansion card, it's a host controller that is the 3.0 spec, and that will help our video switcher better communicate with its host computer, which does what we're, well, doing right now. I put it in the chat. Troy Towns normally would be here on Monday evening. He texted me early, well, actually early this afternoon, saying that he did not go to work and he was feeling sick and just didn't think he would be able to pull it off tonight, and his conscience was bothering him. You know, sort of like, you know, if you skip school, you can't go out and play that afternoon saying you're feeling better, even if you are. So he did ask, could we reschedule later this week? So he's very much interested in bringing us an update on the march that he organized and led Saturday, and I'm eager to hear about it. And so hopefully we'll be able to make a place. My reply was, let's not schedule when you're going to be here. Let's get you well, and once you're well, check in with me, and then we'll see what the landscape looks like. So we will make every effort to accommodate Troy Towns whenever he is able to be here. But worst case, it'll be next Monday. But I think we'll probably get him in Thursday night or something like that, maybe Wednesday night. Just depends on how he feels, and I don't want to put any undue pressure on him. This place is a wreck. I'm going to be cleaning up. So a lot of, I don't think that by this time tomorrow I'll have any new razzmatazz stuff to show you. But we can't move forward in this. Well, I won't use the phrase that comes to mind. But it just is really a mess in here. I hauled a lot of stuff off to the garbage, to the dump last week, and I'm going to haul some more stuff. And we've got to get this desk rebuilt, and it kind of limits me as to how much I can get done. But we can certainly clean up a little bit, and we certainly need to. So we may get some digital assets in place. The schedule page needs to be updated. We've got profile pictures for Troy Towns. We have wordsmithing to put descriptions there. We've also got we've got a nice pitch for Dale Didway. But also we don't have anything for Roger. So I don't have the videos produced. There's just a lot of digital assets that I could work on. So tonight I'm just going to jot things down. that I've talked about here, and probably many more that I don't come to mind right off the cuff here. And once I get them down on paper, then start organizing them in terms of priority, not necessarily, and that is kind of triage, because some things that may be more urgent, you might could get 3 things done that are less urgent, but you could get them done, you know. So that is the battle, folks. And but nonetheless, we are in position to move forward. We're just kind of, I need some time, and I got to get some products ordered and all that. So it'll get better as time goes on. But for now, that's our update. I'm glad you're here and glad to have everybody back in shape. And we'll just continue our support our troops live #rally here on PJNET Live.